Alakazam race fans, sports fans, Gematria fans, Esoterica fans, we're back talking about horse racing again. We just had a big Road to the Kentucky Derby qualifying race at the fairgrounds in New Orleans, where I successfully had the show bet on Confidence Game with James Graham. We're going to talk about that, how it related to the previous video immediately before that one, which was Rich Strike Kentucky Derby 148. If you have not watched that video, you should. But before we do that, warning, warning, warning. This is an alternative views handicapping site. This channel is dedicated to looking at all things that may influence races and may offend the sensibilities of some of our viewers. So if you're looking for traditional handicapping, please move on to traditional handicapping sites on YouTube, Trust the Prophets, or RacingDudes.com. That Magic Mike show is very good. They talk about time trials all day, speed formulas, notes from Daily Racing Forum, paddock show updates. That's what they do there. We go a little bit deeper here by looking at horse racing via the lens of the esoteric arts. So if you're open-minded, stay with us. If not, good luck on your wagers. Hit like and subscribe if you enjoy it. All right, Alakazam, everybody. Thank you for the viewers. We've only started this channel just in November, and we've got some folks out there that are wise to the nuances of horse racing. I don't know if it's rigged. That seems to offend a lot of people. Perhaps maybe this is just the way the universe works. I don't know. I'm not a philosopher. But what I am is someone who tracks outcomes and also inputs to the races for connections between the inputs and the outputs in order to use that information for more successful future handicapping. That's what this channel is dedicated to. I hope some of you will join me. We've got some already. That Rich Strike Kentucky Derby 148, only 173 views, but that's good. We don't need thousands of people here, fair weather fans, fanboys, because this information is not for them. We need a handful of people who can work together, learn this knowledge that I'm sharing with you. You share your knowledge with me so that we can work together and make money. I'm broke as a joke, so I'm going to share this knowledge in hopes that we are going to do well with it. I know we are. I know I'm going to, even if I have to do it myself. So let's start talking about fairgrounds in the last stakes race and how it was exactly the example of what I gave you in the Rich Strike Kentucky Derby video. We'll go into it now. So in that Kentucky Derby 148 vid, the number 4 horse, which was Jose Ortiz in last year's Kentucky Derby, I showed you that Ortiz's birthday, as shown here on Wikipedia, was October 2nd, 1993. And when we look at the date calendar here, sorry, there we are. So Kentucky Derby, first Saturday in May was on 5/7, and Ortiz's birthday was on 10/2. And what's the difference between the days? So we can get it on the screen. There it is. See on the calculator at Gematria, the Gematria calculator. There it is. 148 days between the Kentucky Derby last year and Jose Ortiz's October the 2nd birthday. So I shared something that's a very powerful sharing about the connections between dates, times, events. Things that probably shouldn't be shared. And I hope a couple of you listened to what I said and learned from it. That horse in that was a 20-horse race, and he finished 4th. Again, he was probably supposed to finish 3rd before they pulled the Rich Strike shenanigans. But why is this important? Because the very next race I handicapped after I made this vid was the stakes race last week. So last week we had the Lecomte Stakes at the fairgrounds. That was the first of the 20 points for the Road to the Kentucky Derby for the winner, the first place, okay? I think it's 40 points total now going through this segment of Road to the Kentucky Derby races. So 20 points for the winner, whatever, 8 points to the play, 6 points to show, whatever. It doesn't matter. But what I do want to show you is here's the basic gematria. Let's go down here. How did I know that I was going to play for free this week with easy money on James Graham? Well, let's look at Gematrinator. The name of the race is Lecomte, Lecomte. Here's the address right here, gematrinator.com. And in the regular English ciphers, I type in Lecomte, and the values are 73, 28, 116, and 35. So, just as we had with Ortiz's birthday being connected to Kentucky Derby 148, what a surprise. Your show, local jockey James Graham, he's out of Chicago and New Orleans. Here's his bio from americasbestracing.net. See him here, James Graham, born May 17, 1979. See it from his bio? You too can look this stuff up and have free wins yourself, and hopefully we can share the information. So I had a guaranteed winner here because, just like in Kentucky Derby 148, there's the day of the race, last Saturday, 1/21/23, to James Graham's birthday on 5/17, and what a shocker. It equals 116 days, just as the distance between Ortiz's birthday and the Kentucky Derby was 148 days, like the number of the race. In this case, the 116 is because the value of Lecomte is 116. See it right here? 116. So right after I gave you a very valuable piece of information, the very next race I handicapped that week on Wednesday or whatever, I searched through all the names. It took a while, but I got a hit. The exact same clue. Now, why does this stuff happen? I don't know. I think it's rigged. I think maybe it's, is it life imitating art or art imitating life, as the old expression says? I don't know. Perhaps this is indeed natural and it's organic, and perhaps maybe this is how the universe works. I don't know. But what I do know is that if we can track this information for the value of our handicapping, we can create situations where we can have safer bets, more money. I broke even on this race. What I did, I knew it was a show, and I didn't know the other horses. So I took the show bet. I put 60% of my stake on it, and I took the rest of it and put it towards exotics, which I didn't really hit. I did hit the one. I kind of made a mistake and doubled up on my bet because I did a trifecta with James Graham's horse Confidence Game on the bottom of the trifecta, which was kind of a duplicate. I would have been smarter just to put the extra couple bucks on the show bet. But at any rate, it doesn't make a difference. I basically broke even. I missed all my exactas. I was hoping to have that horse come in 1 or 2, and I had all the other faves with it. But it's a good way to structure bets. I knew I had one good horse. I knew I'd be playing with house money, and I was. I bet $83, and I got back 87 on that show bet and that 50-cent trifecta. So I made nothing, $3-4, but I played with house money. It was a free bet. So this is why this knowledge is important. This is just one example where we've used days and calendar and gematria. But there are other, and it can be rhetoric, it can be astrology, it can be anything. So I hope some of you will join with me to start learning this knowledge and being open-minded to find these easy bets, because this was a free play for me. It could have been a free play for you too. The horse started with very good odds. There was 8 horses on the morning line. There was later 2 scratches, but this horse, Confidence Game, was actually tied for the 6th and 7th morning line underdog. And then, of course, there were 2 scratches, so it went shorter. But it still went off at 6-1 on the win pool, and it still paid 40 cents on the dollar on the show bet. Either way you look at it, it's free money. So the word here is pay attention to dates, pay attention to coincidences. There's a lot of value in that in terms of making money. All right, next thing we're eyeballing here is this next weekend. We've got a repeat of the same situation. Road to the Kentucky Derby. We're up in Arkansas this time. That means there's going to be money to be made. Oaklawn Park, Arkansas. Saturday, January the 28th, we've got the Southwest Stakes. It's similar because we've got the 20 points for the winning horse for the Road to the Kentucky Derby. The big boys are there. We've got Flavian Pratt on a mount. Johnny Velasquez is there. Manny Franco's there, Ricardo Santana Jr. is there, and Joe Telamo's there, and then there's some lesser-known jockeys as well. And obviously, we know it's Arkansas. There's going to be Brad Cox horses there. There is a Asmussen horse in this one as well. This is going to be another one where we can make money on. Hopefully, we can single a horse when I need to look. But Kenny McPeak's got 2 horses. Dwayne Lucas has got a horse. 2 for Brad Cox. 2 for... What do we got here? What do we got here? 3 for Cox, 2 for McPeak, 1 for Lucas, 1 for Baffert, 1 for Asmussen. So let's be looking at this race. Hopefully we'll have another easy pick and an opportunity, good opportunity here. So again, Al Kazam, everybody, thank you for watching. Like, subscribe. If you've got open-minded people that we can tell about this forum for handicapping, please do. I know this is probably brand new information for you guys. I'm trying to share it with you. I know it sounds crazy, but I'll keep showing you the examples. And I think we've got probably some longtime handicappers and some older players that have seen a lot and know that something's up. So hopefully this will be valuable information. Please give a comment back. If this is the first time you've seen this, if this is you thinking, wow, this is crazy, it's really opened your eyes, please say something. Shoot a message in the comments. Something. A few of you have commented. That's why I did the Kentucky Derby video. But it's the nature of the beast with this knowledge. As soon as I show you something about birthdays and numerology, sure enough, the next race I handicap last week at the fairgrounds has a birthday relationship to the race. So, and there's more of them. This is easy money. If we work together and you put the time in, you can find these connections ahead of time. And it's still easier than listening to nonsense about race times and time trials and the daily race form nonsense and all the stuff that's being talked about. They've got that new thing where you pay extra money where it compares all their time trials and makes graphs. And it's all nonsense. It's just for them to make money. See, what makes sense is you got the guy that's got the lucky numbers with his birthday or the date of the event or some other factor, like the value of the horse's name being 148, like Epicenter in the Kentucky Derby. Easy second place. That was easy money. That's where it's at. And you don't need any special tools or pay a bunch of money to do it. It just takes work. So, again, come back, check this out. Leave some comments if you're learning anything here. All the best. Good luck on your wagers. This is All Horse Think. We're going to continue another time.